We were, when that run came in, we had just finished lunch. We might have still been eating, and we heard Engine 10. They were sent on a still, and with Squad 4, and it was a vacant warehouse, and it was a warehouse that had there was a lot of oil, whatever the warehouse was used for. A lot of oil products were left in the concrete, and anyway, so they when the original companies arrived, they went through to search to find what, and it was a vagrant, it was a warming fire situation. But what had happened, because of all the oil products that had been there in the past, it set off a flash, and they all went running for the windows to get out. And the lieutenant who passed away first, he had told the crew, get out. He realized what was going to occur. So he it was a warehouse that had 15-foot ceilings, so they were tall stories, and he jumped. He was holding on from the window, but couldn't hold on any longer, and then just let loose and hope for the best. But it ended up, he had hit a wire on his way down that flipped him, and he broke his neck. But that happened right away, and then the call came out to send the other companies, and one thing led to another.
It went to a fifth alarm.
Yeah, it went from one grade to the next, and then what was horrifying, and I was on the truck that day, Ladder 8. They sent the engine. The engine went on the first alarm. They sent all these other companies. They left Ladder 8 in quarters because they had to leave someone in that area in case another fire had come in. So we're listening to all the reports on television. The media was there, and we're hearing all this different feedback. The phone's ringing off the hook at the engine house because all the loved ones are calling. They want to know who it was that passed away. So then it's 5, 6 o'clock, and here they say on the news that 2 other guys got buried because the building collapsed on them and they couldn't get them out. So Ladder 8 eventually went at like midnight, and at that point it was very still because the department said no one is going anywhere. We're just going to put water on it, contain it, and just stand by. And so all of the pain had already occurred, and we were just there to put it out, and then it took several days, more than several days. I don't know how many, before it finally went out, because they didn't bring any equipment in, or we were just dumping water on. But so that was just 2 years after I got my badge, and I'll never forget that day. The other day I won't forget is the day of the funeral of those 3 men, because I was young on the job, and I was overwhelmed at the response of all the firefighters throughout the country that came for that funeral, and just you realized what type of family you were connected with at that funeral. You realized that it was a completely different job. I realized the importance and the seriousness of the job, but it really came home the day of that funeral, and the support that came from around the country, and the, Canadians.